You can't think of Feinstein's 54 Below without Michael Feinstein. Michael.
Sure you can.
No, actually, I can't.
Okay, all right, good.
And you'd be happy because that way I never forget putting it in reviews and everything else.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Now, you do residencies here. Is that what you're doing this time?
Yes, I move a cot in and sleep upstairs. Yeah. I guess you call it a residency. It's an extended run, and that's fun to be here with a continuity. So, yes.
So what are you doing this year?
A tribute to Judy Garland, because her, I don't know whether to look here or look high.
Wherever you want to
Okay,
look.
well, I'm looking in the vicinity, so that's
Okay.
what matters. It's a tribute to Judy Garland. Next year is her centennial, and I wanted to celebrate the legacy in a way that is about the reason that she sustains, and to give it my unique curatorial, celebratory perspective, because for years I was a trustee of the Garland estate and closest friends with Liza Minnelli and with Joey and with Lorna, her children. And we have access to a lot of unseen photographs, film clips, audio
Oh, so
bits.
it'll be multi-visual.
It will be multimedia and interactive, and that'll be accompanying her in one recording.
Oh, cool.
To me, Judy Garland has been mischaracterized, has been misunderstood in the sense that everyone I met who knew her talked about her incredible humor, her humanity, her friendship, and that's how she would want to be remembered. And I'm focusing on the art, because the tabloid stuff ultimately doesn't matter.
And it's been done, blah, blah, blah.
It's been done, and people have made a travesty of her work, and so I'm celebrating in a different way.
What song of hers touches your heart the most?
What song of hers touches my heart the most? Well, the first thing that came to mind was Through the Years, which is a song by Vincent Youmans and Edward Elliskew, I think. Oh no, Eddie Heyman may have written the lyrics, Edward Heyman, but it was from a 1931, 32 Broadway musical, and she said it was her favorite song and the only recording of hers that she could bear to listen to.
I love that song, and I had not a clue that it was from that.
Yep, and it is now on her mausoleum. When her body was moved from the East Coast to the West Coast at the behest of her children. And a lyric from Through the Years is on the mausoleum. And that isn't why it's my favorite, it's because the song really says something about who she was. The other song that comes to mind is Johnny Meyer's song, I'd Like to Hate Myself in the Morning, which was written for her.
Yes, no.
Which was about her irreverence and how she lived life on her terms.
Will Liza or Lorna be joining you at all to sing some of these songs?
There's always the possibility, not during this run, but I'm doing the show in two parts.
Oh.
The first week is essentially the early years through MGM. The second part is the concert years. And I've put together, trying to figure out how to tackle the Carnegie Hall show and the Carnegie Hall concert, I put together a medley that is sort of
of everything that was there?
Not everything, but it gives us an emotional sense of that. So I'm not imitating her, and it's sort of a new work that evokes a sense of her. And I'm singing a couple of songs that were written for her that she never sang.
Ooh.
And
I love Uncovered Gems.
well, that's me.
No, but I love that.
It gives it a different point of view. So this will be a very Michael Feinstein view of Judy Garland, for whatever you think that is.
Now, I have to ask you my favorite question.
Yes.
They say that eyes are the windows to the soul, but I think songs are. What song or cycle of songs describes who Michael Feinstein is today?
Two songs come to mind. One is, the first thing that came to mind is the Gershwin song, Isn't It a Pity? Isn't it a pity we never met before? because I feel like a certain part of me is opening up now and experiencing life in a different way that I wasn't earlier in my life. I feel more awakened on a level that gives me a greater appreciation for the fundamentals. The other song is The Time Has Come by Marshall Barer and Mickey Leonard, which is about empowerment, about having the courage to be who we are and live fearlessly, and finding the gift of self-expression unfettered in a way that gives other people permission to do the same.
Sounds like the pandemic did good things for you.
It did. It did. I love connecting with audiences and with people, and had no problem on any level being alone for a year and a half. Because
you were with songs,
and also to be able to connect with creation, with spirit.
Had you been writing yourselves during this time?
Yes, I wrote a song with Alan Bergman. That we finished about a month ago, and I'm working on some other things. So yes, I've been writing and finished an album called Gershwin Country that's duets with country singers coming out in March.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, with Alison Krauss and Brad Paisley, Dolly Parton, Lyle Lovett. It's something I'm very proud of, actually. And it's a very different take on Gershwin with a Nashville band and with Nashville singers, because they're the last bastion of singers who sing lyrics in pop music.
And they sing it raw.
Yeah, it's quite amazing because it really works. It's not a gimmick. It's something that puts these songs in a very different sort of classification, and I think that it will appeal to a wide range of music lovers, because it's an odd thing that just came together, and I'm not sure how I thought of it or why, but there it is.
Storm Large. I saw Storm Large on
America's Got Talent.
Blending I've Got You Under My Skin with Uninvited. Genius. So I'm all into like mixing and matching those different genres.
Yeah, she's something.
Yeah.
She's a good friend. I adore her.
And when can I see you at Feinstein's 54 Below Part 1?
I have no idea. I know it's sometime in December.
It'll be on the site. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.